Have you ever glanced at your EV's battery and your heart skipped a beat? Yeah, we've all been there. That feeling, that creeping anxiety when you're running low on charge and the nearest charging station feels miles away? That's range panic. It's real, and it can hit anyone, especially those new to the EV world. But here's the thing. Just like that notification anxiety we've all conquered, well, mostly, range panic is something you can totally overcome. It's about understanding your EV, planning your trips, and having a couple of tricks up your sleeve. This video is all about taking that fear, that uncertainty, and turning it into EV confidence. We're diving deep into the why, the how, and most importantly, the when that range anxiety starts to creep in. Have you ever glanced at your EV's battery and your heart skipped a beat? That fear of getting stranded with no charger in sight, that's range panic. But don't worry, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not helpless. So, what exactly range panic? In simple terms, it's the anxiety EV drivers feel when the battery is low, and a charging point feels completely out of reach. It's that feeling you get when you look at the estimated range, then look at the distance to your destination, and do a double take. Unlike those petrol stations we're used to seeing every few blocks, EV charging points aren't always conveniently around the corner. And look, this isn't just about the actual range, it's about the of range. But here's the good news. 90% of the time, this fear can be completely avoided. Okay, so we know what range panic, but does it happen? Why do we, as humans, completely lose our cool when that battery icon starts flashing? First off, we tend to underestimate the actual range of our EVs. We see that initial range estimate and our brains go into worst-case scenario mode. We forget that EVs are incredibly efficient, especially in city driving. Second, we sometimes get a little too confident. Just like we wouldn't set out on a road trip without checking the map, planning your EV journey is key. So how do we conquer this range panic? It starts with a simple shift in mindset. Think of it like this. Every time you unplug your EV, you're starting a new adventure. The golden rule? Always. And I mean begin long trips with at least 80% charge. Trust me, that extra juice is worth its weight in lithium ions. Think of it like this. Starting with a full charge is like having a mental buffer. The more you understand your EV, the less likely you are to panic when that battery level starts to dip. Chapter 4. Use EV charging apps. Okay, so we've got our mindset right. We're starting with a full charge, but we're not done yet. This is where technology comes in, and no, I'm not talking about some crazy self-driving feature, although that would be cool. I'm talking about EV charging apps. These aren't just some random apps. They're your secret weapon in the fight against range panic. Apps like PlugShare, Tata Power Easy Charge, and Statique are absolute game changers. They show you every single charging station along your route, their availability in real time, and even user reviews. Chapter 5. Drive efficiently. Now for the driving part. Here's the thing. EVs are incredibly responsive. You tap the accelerator and it's like you've activated warp speed. But all that fun, all that instant torque comes at a cost: battery life. High speeds, aggressive acceleration, and blasting the AC on full blast are battery killers. Switch to eco mode. It optimizes the car's performance for efficiency, squeezing out every last kilometer from your battery. Chapter 6. Know your reserve. Let's talk about that dreaded moment when your EV's range dips below 10%. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and you start questioning every life decision that led you to this point. But hold on, don't panic. Here's a little secret. Most EVs have a buffer even when the gauge shows 0%. They build in a reserve to prevent you from getting totally stranded. Chapter 7. Carry a portable charger or emergency cable. Now, even with the best planning, sometimes things happen. You hit unexpected traffic, a charger is out of order, or maybe you just forgot to charge. Hey, it happens to the best of us. That's where having a backup plan comes in. I'm talking about carrying a portable EV charger or an emergency charging cable. They won't fully charge your car, but they can give you enough juice to reach the next charging station. Chapter 8. Real example, the calm fix. Alright, let's put it all together with a real-world example. Let's say Priya is driving home late at night and her Nexon EV shows just 7% battery remaining. Does she panic? Nope. She opens her trusty Statique app, quickly locates a charger just 8 kilometers away. She switches to eco mode, turns down the AC a notch, and starts coasting smoothly towards her destination. She arrives at the charging station with battery to spare, plugs in, and grabs a quick coffee. Chapter 9. Drive electric. Drive smart. So there you have it, the truth about range panic and how to conquer it. It's all about understanding your EV, planning your trips, and having a few tricks up your sleeve. Drive electric, drive smart.